on setting up the PoE power over internet camera system for the new building. So I am on number 1, 2. Let's see if just a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. All right, should be good. There you go. So got 3 cameras so far, just checked out. Just having a chill day. It's been a busy week of really just getting a lot of this stuff done. So yeah, it's kind of nice just to have one of these chill days where I can focus on this instead of other stuff. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is camera number 4. And this system that I got I got it off of Amazon. I'm trying to think, does it even have like a name? There it is. All right. It's an 8 camera system, HD surveillance cam system. It's one of the highest. It's got like the highest recommendations. And these are inside, outside. These are all going to be for inside that I'll be working with on these within the space here. Again, for those that don't know, I haven't been on the stream before. What I'm doing is I'm building out a co-working space here in rural Michigan, and this right now is just kind of like my work setup that I have in between the different offices that are around. It's where I'm going to have I don't want to say Zoom room, but it's going to be where anybody who's got hot desks, they can come in here and just they can take basically private Zoom meetings. I'll have 2 different areas set up for it, and then I'm also going to have a podcast type room set up in here as well. But it's adjacent to where my networking stuff will be at. So, and it's got a nice little work area here, which is nice. This used to be went back to when it was a doctor's office. This was one of the reception areas here. You can just see they had a work area, welcome people in, etc. So, all right. So, what I am working through right now is testing, hooking all my cameras up to make sure that they're going to work in line, with the setup. And again, these are all PoE, power over Ethernet, IP cameras, so I can have them hooked up to the internet, which they will be. Make sure, by the way, for those that haven't done this before, you want to make sure that you have your security cameras. As far as the IP, you want to make sure that is I want to say it's not necessarily advertised per se. You don't really want that out and about. But so we're just going through the process here again with the cameras, getting them set up. Got these here. Now with this, the system is going to be. Hey, thank you. Oh, thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. Dave. That's awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, we just so again going through here right now with this process is really getting these cameras set up. And what I like about these cameras here. Oh no, there's about 7 more showed up, man. This is the thing with these streams. They kind of just show I get random folks that come in from time to time. Mostly it's just I get a chance to chat with folks. It was kind of nice. So thanks. Appreciate coming through. But yeah, with these cameras, I bet you are. These cameras here, they what's nice about them too, especially when you get these PoE ones here, you don't have to have like a powered outlet wherever you want to stick them up at. They're going to run right over Ethernet cable. So if you ever are looking for security cameras that you want to have around, you want to make sure that they are PoE, so power over Ethernet. You can see they've just got the standard R45 jack right there. Oh, well, okay, well, yes. I'm hoping someday I will be a successful YouTuber. I don't know if I'll ever get there. I mean, I'm a business coach by trade. That's what I do. Oh, for sure, man. I will. Again, I do my best to follow people back. So I appreciate that as well. But like for me, I'm a business coach by trade. I love to get on here and actually just do these videos as well. The live stuff is always entertaining. I spend actually a lot of my time doing garden stuff too, on top of the business videos I put out. So really just. It's just enjoyable. It always surprises me the folks that I run into on these things. But so with this kit that I got, it's an 8 kit back to it. This kit that I got, it is 8 camera, and it comes. What I liked about it, it comes with these pre-roll this here. When I become a little popular, we can tell people to sub to. Oh, appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, again, I appreciate the work out here. End of the day, we're here to just kind of hang out and chill with the folks, which is great. So with this kit that I got, you find it in on Amazon. You just search for an 8-camera system and PoE. It'll come up. And what's great about this here, it comes with pre-roll 100 foot cat. Basically, it's already got Cat 5. It's good to go. You know, which is, you know, again, it's Cat 5, which is great on here. Now, obviously, or actually, I think this is Cat 4. It doesn't matter. It could be Cat 2 for all that matters. It's just bringing the video over. The one that I got here is also, it's the, I think this was, I know, they come up all the time. It's this one here. So this one cost, I think this was $389 total for this 8 system. Now, this is my portable, I have a portable monitor that I use whenever I'm out working. And, but I just picked one up for another 20-incher one that I'm going to have come in. It's for $59 from Amazon. It'll be in here next week. So total all in for the system is, you know, around $400. You know, now the thing I'll just remind you, just be aware in your municipality where you have to be living at, if you're doing this for a business, just FYI, you know, make sure you know if you're allowed to run this, or if you have to have a if you actually have to have somebody licensed, a licensed electrician, sign off on these things or not. A lot of municipalities, when it comes to low voltage, you have to have, again, electrician has to come in, and each one of the connections, so like in this case, this area here and this area down here, and they're going to verify that you're running all your wire to code. It just, you know, depends where you're at. I'm in. So in my case, I know the code, I know where I'm at, and I've got an electrician. He's going to come in on the back end and just make sure my stuff is square, right? Okay, so that's really that. Just kind of making my way along here, doing the thing. Now, again, because these are designed for also outside as well, they come with these weatherproof connectors. They got a gasket on here. After you connect it, it'll seal right on to keep it keep the water from being an issue. And so really the connection is pretty straightforward. You got your your 45 just pops right in. And that's what we're checking here. And all the power is going to run right over this Ethernet cable to the camera here. And we'll take a look at that in a second. On the back end of the DVR, right, which is its own little computer setup here. How do I use it? As far as this is meant to be security for my co-working space. That's how I use it. It's you know, I have as far as access for the facility, it's, you know, it's got code in here. People can come in, you know, anytime, as long as they've, you know, they're members of the facility. But I want to make sure they have security cameras up for, you know, to protect everybody in case there's anything. But end of the day, once this is installed, and now, let's see if I can change this over to you to show you the live one here. We got four. Oops, what just happened? Which one came off? Oh, I unplugged it. That's what happened. Oops. Obviously, I don't know how to use it either. So we got this thing initializing here. Oh, what happened there? That's not an issue. Don't know what happened there. Obviously, I don't know how to use it. Okay, the system additionally, I think it just popped out of here. I'll bring you guys over. That might be easier. So this big mess will all be up in the ceilings, right, where I run the wires. And what I recommend for folks too is, if you want to get a security system for your property, right, like this, don't use Wi-Fi. Don't use the cameras over Wi-Fi. It's just, it kills all of your networking. Plus, they have access to them. Versus this, which is, come on, buddy, there we go. Here, so I'm just bringing it up right now. Ooh, come on. Sorry, this mouse is not the best. There we go. So this camera right here, you can see is this one down in the corner that's moving around. See it moving back and forth? That's the one that we just did right there. So that one is all set and it's good to go. So what I'm doing now is simply just going through, and this is the procedure when you get this, is to go through and test all your cameras at once, to have them all running and make sure that your system, like in this case, this system here, I'm just verifying it's got enough power to have all these cameras all going at once. Like that's the big piece, and that all the cameras work, and that the cables all work too. So that's what we're doing here. Just zipping around. Bonus, I got a spare one. Nice. All right. Now, yeah, but it's been an exciting week though. So obviously I just got this building a few, maybe 10 days ago, not even 10 days ago. So we've been in here, really just setting things up, changing out all the lights. All the lights were these old, what is that one? Fluorescent, just nasty 2x2 lights that were in here. So I've been placing those all out. I've got brand new LED lights in here, which is nice. You know, one, they use less power, but also frankly, they're just better lights as a whole. So that's a big piece coming into the building. I've got all the new desks are ordered. 3 of those showed up today. So anybody who rents from me, as far as an office or as far as the office go, I'm going to have the offices pre-set up. Am I going to do a live tomorrow? I don't know. It kind of depends. I didn't really plan on doing a live today. I just happened to, frankly, I had some time to be able to do this. That's why I kind of hopped in. Was there any questions you had in particular you you're just curious about that I might be able to answer for you about this or anything else? But when I'll be putting the other desks tomorrow. I don't know how exciting that is to watch somebody put the standing desks together. And what else do I got? Oh, and then there's the little lock cabinets. So each one of my offices, they're going to come with, they're just standard 10 by 12 offices that if, any entrepreneur or small business, somebody just wants a physical presence, they can get it. It'll be a standing desk. I'll have a monitor. There will be a, what am I thinking about here? Plug in so they can get into the monitor. I can't think of the phrase right now. My brain's kind of fried today. And then like a 2-drawer, basically filing cabinet they can lock their stuff up in. The other thing I did as well is I've got new programmable doorknobs for every single door. So I can control access so anyone comes in. So I don't have to worry about keys, right? I don't want somebody loses a key. You got to have everything rekeyed. Forget that. We're going to be key access, it's going to be punch code access, and then all of the doors are going to have a code to them. I have Master on my phone that I can just, Bluetooth in and do those things. So I've been, researching ahead of time, like I think most, like you should be doing, how to set up the co-working space. But really, it's just I needed an office for my business, my coaching business, in a little conference room area, I've got that too. And then I will be setting up, let me go grab this real quick. What else am I setting up? Where's that at? Is it in here? Yeah, it's right here. I will be setting up, I will have beyond for one of these. I'm going to be setting up also in the conference room when it's time for this, just as a separate piece. I've got my video conferencing setup I'm going to have. So I got the camera in for that and all the goodies that we'll be testing that thing out too. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to do. But anyways, got to get back to this focus here. I'm on camera number, this will be camera number 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So got 4 more to go, including this one. So again, this just plugs right into this J45 jack here. Just to test these all out. And just as a reminder again, we want to make sure that this is all, can power all these bad boys up. And also that all the numbers align where they should. So, you know, number 5 should be showing up as number 5 up here. That's what we want to have. And then I will be going through and relabeling all the, you know, it's the usual stuff that you just got to do for, you know, to keep it clean. And then just make sure it's up in my secondary room, you know, in the utility room slash mechanical room slash network closet. You know, it's all things to all people when it comes to this stuff. All right, so number 5 is up and running. So I can show you guys. You're back there. Number 5, you can see it moving. If you can see it moving around in the middle bottom, that's you guys. There you are. How much do I have as far as how many cameras do I have? This is an 8 camera system. So, you know, just kind of zipping along while I'm doing this here. So this is number 5, so I got 3 more to do here. And once these are all set, then it's just a matter of going through and, you know, double checking where I want these. I don't know if I'm going to have all 8 up at once. You know, I think I'm only going to put 7 up, and then I've got 1 spare camera, but I do want to make sure that this camera works. So, but yeah, if you're thinking about ever getting one of these systems here, like I cannot overstate, do not get a internet, a Wi-Fi camera. It's just not a good plan. They one, people can hack into them too easily, but 2, they just soak up how much did it cost for me? Oh, for this system as a whole, is about, together it's a little over $400 for the full system. For the whole system. Yeah. And I used to work at a company when I first got out of the military where we did security cameras and other stuff. So I had my guys all show me how to do that stuff. I had to learn how to do it so I could, you know, talk to them and whatnot. So it's kind of nice to be able to know how to do this stuff. But that's the other side too, where I was mentioning, make sure you know your local code, specifically if you're going to be doing this for a business or in a commercial building, because your code depends on the state or the area you're in. Even for low voltage wire like this, you have to have an electrician sign off on your work and make sure that it's done to code. Even if you run it, they don't want like the connections typically here and the connections to the DVR. They want to make sure that it's been signed off on by an electrician, and then you'll need the inspector to come through and take a look at it. So I'm all good here where I'm at. So I'm not worried about that as much. But it is important to make sure you know it, because that is something last thing you want to do is, you know, you're out here doing business or whatever, and then there's an issue, and then you got to come in, either rip down all your stuff or it's got to be rerun all the wires. So just, you know, make sure you know your code. It'll help you in the long run. You know, trying to sneak past the system tends to end up costing you more money in the long run when it comes to dealing with anything electricity. But there's a lot of states it's not an issue. You don't need a licensed electrician to run low voltage like this. And that's what this is considered, low voltage, which is your anything over Ethernet. Okay, so again, got this here. It's going to pop into the connector. We are just validating all this stuff. Now, when my guys did it in the past, we would be running all the Ethernet cable ourselves and then doing the connections. Excuse me. Okay, so this is number 6 popping in. So we should see that one pop up here in a second, which would be great. We are getting, so I got green light here, which is good, means there's connections going on. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Camera should be turning on. And 6. Okay. We just turned on number 6, which is going to be in this corner over here for you. You can see, again, like saying, we just connected that one down there. The one that's moving. There are you guys, right there. There you go. There we go. And This is something that you need to do anytime you get a system like this, or anytime you're looking into any. You just want to make sure all your connections are good, and that the system can fully manage and power everything that you have. That is the issue. It's, you know, it's like with everything. It's made in China. It's nothing against the Chinese here, but it is. I do want to make sure that, like with any system, that it's going to work. That's all. Good practice. So again, yeah. So some of you may be hopping on here who have followed me in the past and be like, "Wait, dude, don't you do gardening work? And aren't you a business coach?" And those are both correct answers. Yes, I am, and yes, I do. Or yes, I do, and yes, I am. And this is part of it. I purchased a building, one for an office, but also for a co-working space, and this is just part of the deal, is going through and setting up my cameras for it. I missed today, man. Today was all replacing these lights here. Those guys right there. Those 2x2 lights around the office. 12 today. Yeah, I did 12. They're all LED, you know, and that's good stuff. But man, that was all of the. It was all of the. Trying to think, just my head up in the ceiling all day or all morning. Had my wife here; she was helping some, so that was nice of her. As far as getting all the standing desks and some of the other work squared away for me, so that was good stuff. I like that. But yeah, this is actually nice, refreshing to be able to do this stuff. This is a nice change of pace. Just being here working on this system. This is, you know, not a lot of thinking involved here. Just hanging out with everybody and doing this stuff. Man, I wonder if, you know, I might end up just keeping this one. Now I'm thinking about, I may just keep this monitor in there and then bring my other one, my new one that I just purchased, rather than swapping them out. I may just do that, so I can just kind of get this done. But all right, so we have got 6 of the cameras are up and testing good so far. So I'm just continuing to do, I've got basically 2 more. 7 and 8 still need to be connected. And as I mentioned earlier, we will be kind of making sure all of the cameras are connected. This is just a PoE 8 camera system with a DVR that I purchased off of Amazon for my building. Nothing crazy. It's I think it was $389, something like that. But it is the number 1 rated one that they had. So as far as, you know, recommended by folks and, you know, putting it out. And then I just picked up a little monitor for it. And this is my current portable monitor that I have here. So we got number 7. And again, these are PoE power over Ethernet cameras. And if you aren't familiar with that, like typically in the old cameras that you would have, right, you would have a power, like you'd have to run an outlet up to wherever you wanted to put your cameras, and there would have to be, you know, so you'd have to make a decision first, run the power out there, then install the camera along with your cable here. But now these cameras that they have now, they run off of low voltage through the actual Ethernet cable, which is great. So that's all we're doing here, is just making sure that it works. And this, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 all set up, which is great. So we are 7 out of 8. And then let's get down to the last one here. So 1 more camera to go, folks. Working on it right here, which is that's weird. There's no, anyways. This is camera number 8, and just putting this guy here. I don't think I'm going to be running any. I don't really feel like running any wires today. I may go do some. May put together a standing desk or 2 before I go home. What time is it? Yeah. Maybe put in another couple hours worth of work here, you know, just to keep things moving. Okay, so last bit here. Last camera. We've been making good time. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cameras up. So we're doing good. We're making good time here, folks. We are cruising. Whew, it's been a Saturday though. So another thing is that I'm a part owner in a coffee shop that just opened up down the street. And so Lisa, she's been running, doing a great job with it. This is our first, well, technically our second Saturday, but it's, you know, it's what I would consider to be the first Saturday that people have had a chance to plan for it, because we opened on a Friday specifically just to make sure that we had time. You know, I didn't want everybody to getting bombed out on the first one. And they've been doing so great. Like, it's you know, positive vibes in that joint. Everybody's doing well, and it's just what you want to have. So, and this area deserves to have a good coffee shop, and they have one now. So it's going to be good. Been fun watching Lisa and Paul get that place squared away. It's kind of nice. They're doing really good work. They're good people. They deserve, and the area deserves to have a good coffee shop, like I was saying. Okay, so there's this one. Let's get this spread out a little bit. And again, what's great about these systems is just how easy how simplistic they are. This thing's gonna record. And next week, on top of this, careful there, buddy. Okay, so we're still firing all 6 cylinders. So next week we'll be setting up my the actual networking system in here too. I've got a whole, all my stuff is shown up. I'm just, except for my switches. I got 3 switches that I'm waiting on. I'm going to be running 3 different networks through here. So, okay, so we are just on to our last one. Just waiting for it to pop up now. Let's see. Should see it pop up in this area right about here in a second. Let's see. Waiting. 3, 2, 1, there it is. All right, we have 8 cameras up and running. Perfect. Okay, so as you guys can see, just walk you through this. Here's the actual system itself. I know this looks like a big, huge mess here, but really it's just these 8 cameras. They come with these 100-foot rolls of, I think it's Cat 4, to be honest. It looks like Cat 4 or Cat 3. It doesn't really need to be all that great for your Ethernet cable. So it's all in here doing its thing. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cameras. Right, you can see the bottom one in the middle. You'll see it's moving around. That's the one that we just did. And then it all connects into here to, this is your DVR system where it does the recording. And what ends up happening though is that once I have the network installed and I have the computer piece, or have the internet in here, more than just my mobile setup that I have, I'll be able to connect this to that network, my personal network that I have in there, and then I'll be able to have wireless, you know, basically video access of any time of what's going on in the building, which is what I want to be able to offer for my client, any customers that will be coming in here for the space. So, but yeah, this was the system that we did. It is I mean, it's from China, an HD surveillance camera. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, UHD audio surveillance camera system, IP digital network. I mean, it's the same thing that you get with a lot of these systems. It's you know, Chinese doing their thing. So all things considered though, we're in a good spot with this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put together this one office. So if you guys want to come and hang out while I'm doing that, that's fine. I'm going to shut this down because there's no reason for this thing to be running. Exit system. Oh. All right, we are just going to do that. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Everything kind of shutting down, so it's good stuff. So yeah, we got the full system is ready to go. Just killed the monitor for that. So what I'm going to do now is I decided we're going to go work on, I know it's going to be a little fuzzy here for a second while I'm getting squared away here. We're going to put together some desks, I think. All right, so thank you for that dumb message. Appreciate you. Okay, great. Yeah, so we're going to put together a standing desk today, I think, and then Let me plug this in so we can have this going. Maybe I don't really want to be blinded by the light there. I'll put together the standing desk. So just do this over here, I think. And my other stuff. So place it here. Do this here. All right. 1 second, folks. Grab this guy here. Ooh, ah. Okay, so I got my last couple things here. Yeah, let's put together a standing desk today. Just a standing desk and some other stuff. Why not? Got a few minutes. Oh boy, so let's see. So I've got these. Step one. So let's see what we got here. I've got every possible kind of, oh boy, this looks like this is gonna be fun. Putting together a standing desk here for the office. So let's see what we can do. Drive rod, power supplies, all sorts of stuff. We'll figure this out. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's doing well today. We are working on, in my office, let me close this up. Just bringing some fresh air in here. Like I said, I was up in the ceiling earlier working on stuff. So there we go. We can do that just like this. Here we go. Work from here. All right. So let's get this thing put together. Should be pretty straightforward, I would imagine. I mean, it's just a desk, nothing crazy. I think it'll be nice once we get this thing up and running. I got 3 of them to put together in the offices here. Oh, by the way, for you guys that don't know, on your, I definitely want to make sure this is set to that. So when you are working with your drill, right? You get it to a point here where it gets, you squeeze, you turn this, right? Till it's really tight, and then turn it just one back, you'll hear this. Hear that click? That just locked that thing into place, so it won't be falling out and other issues. I think it's one of the most brilliant things that they've come up with. It's pretty smart, and they don't really advertise it. It's just something you just kind of gotta know, which I found funny. All right, so we're going to be piecing this thing together today. And this is the fun part about entrepreneurship is you can pay people to do a lot of stuff, but some stuff is worth your time and energy to do. And in this case, it's my first time setting up and what I always recommend to business owners is if it's the first time you're doing something in your organization, there's always goodness in you doing it first. So that way you can have an opinion about how exactly you want it done, if that makes sense. And it may or may not, but that is where I always try to say, if you can do it, be involved in the first go round, do it. So that way when you are hiring it out, you can speak better to what you want. All right, now these standing desks that I got, they're adjustable that I'm getting for my for this co-working space. So anyone comes in, they can just adjust it down. They can be standing up, work. If you're gonna be renting from me, I want you to have have a good spot. At the end of the day, I want this to be better than what you have. Like this is a computer interface than what you would have at your at your home. Now, if you're gonna be paying me, it should be superior to what you have at your house. That's what I want to be able to offer, folks, or if you're a professional, you want to make sure you have a professional, building, professional office for people to come visit you. Unlike some hokey ass stuff in here. That shit always drives me insane when, there's things that people save money on, they skimp on, are the things they shouldn't. And one of the things they shouldn't skimp on is anything that would be, one, for ergonomics, right? That's super important. But two, if it's going to take away from a professional look to your, to your business, your organization, the things you can do to make it look professional, you should, every time. Now you're asking people, one, if you want people to come work for you, they want to work in a professional environment, but two, you're asking people to come, be clients. They want to see a professional place of business, right? Professional workplace. So, I've just never understood that. There's things that now to be clear, there are definitely things that you're going to, and cameras at nickel and dime, but there's things that you're going to do that are, you want to save money on, absolutely. I'm not saying that, just go nuts spending a shit ton of money. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is spend money where you should spend money. Don't be afraid to spend money where you should be spending money. And that concludes my TED Talk on that. Okay, so what do we got here? We are, let's see. Okay, so there should be a spot here. It's got, that's this thing. Oh, okay, so this is here. All right, there we go. Sometimes I have a hard time visualizing stuff. But not today. Today I was able to see it. Go me. Okay, got that. So we got this. And this guy has got the angle iron pointing up like this. These are open. And these are using wrench F, install beam 8, screws A6. Oh, that's A6, got it. Okay, so all of these are tightened to 100%. Okay, so I love it. They give you, so on this thing, they say, we want you to use we recommend you use a power drill for this thing, but we're still going to give you the thing in case you don't have like something to hand crank with, which was considerate of them, but if you want, there we go. If you want this thing done with power screws, then that's what you should be, just telling them, hey, that's what we want. Do it that way. Okay, so we're gonna get all these started. So we're gonna start all the screws here, which is important, right? Get everybody kind of started. Then we're gonna come through and ratchet everything down with the drill. Okay, we always loose fit first. And then, there you go. I may actually put you right here so you just kind of see as I'm working. Don't fall over today, Ryan. Okay, there we go. You guys can see what I'm doing there. Since I'm working on the ground, I might as well come down here, right? Okay, there we go. All right, so anyways, we're just dry fitting these at the moment. That's kind of the plan here. Loosely just kind of put everyone together, and we'll come back through with the drill and secure it that way. Right, there we go. 4 done, 2 more to go. Gorgeous day out today though, absolutely beautiful day out here in my area. And you know how I know it's a gorgeous day? Because all I hear is motorcycles out and about. Those guys are out everywhere enjoying their time. Okay, so now with this, I've got on the drill, I have the clutch on, so everything won't be like cranked too much. I do not like to ever like over crank on these things. Most of this white metal is not going to hold up all that well. It just won't. So if you do too much with it. Okay. So next is stand it up. Okay, so we'll do this right here so you guys can see. So far so good. Look at we are cruising, my goodness. So these are equal pieces. So I got one on this side here and one on this side over here. We'll do them one at a time. And this is with screws D. Got under D here. Now this is again, these are standing desks. They're mechanical, or they're electric, so they're adjustable, which is what I wanted to be able to have for my clients. It's just anybody comes in, they can adjust it to whatever height they need it to be. Okay, nice and easy. Two. We'll come back through and really crank. And well, no, we're not gonna crank on these. I just had my birthday a few days ago. Rocking out a solid 46 now. I'm an old dude. An old guy. Me, old guy Ryan. Okay, come on, you. So it's definitely been a challenge. Getting older, I say that. But I think I'm feeling pretty good. I feel pretty good for my age and kind of where I'm at. Okay, so there is step 2 on this spot. Let's see what. Okay, now let's flip. Man, this is gonna. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm saying this is going together easy, so that means I'm getting ready to screw something up. Just give everybody a heads up right now. That's gonna happen. But we're gonna try and make that not be a thing. Okay, because it seems pretty straightforward. You know, that's, as we all know, that's the kiss of death on anything. All right. So this is 3 times. Wait, what is this? Sorry, I'm just trying to read this weird. So they want me to do. Oh, okay, 8. C8 times 4. Got it. Got it. All right. That makes sense. It's just I didn't quite get what they were saying. Now this is actually pretty good. There's the way that this is set up so far. I'm kind of digging it. Kind of good. So we're just going to hand start all these. Get them in there loose and just kind of get everybody started, and we'll come back around and tighten everybody up. If you're joining, appreciate you stopping by. Try not to give you just a gratuitous lower section there shot the whole time. We are putting together this desk. It's going together pretty quick so far. I don't have a lot of pieces left. It's pretty wild. Got this spot right here is next. Okay. Anyways, yeah, gorgeous day out today. Gorgeous day. Hey, breeze. Probably gonna do this one, and then these are going pretty quick. I might do all 3 of these things just to have them done today, just so they're finished. You know, because it's just now 3, not even 3. It takes about a half hour each. And always make sure you have the clutch on for your drill when you're using these power tools on these things, because you do not want to have a situation where you strip out this white metal, because it's just a pain in the ass. It's well, it just ends up being a pain. So we just want to have that. All right, so that's done. So now we are back over here, cruising here. I'm going to move this up a little bit and continue to stay, you know, checking things out, staying on top of stuff. All right, so our next bit that we have here is going to be connecting a thing to a thing. I got a thing, so loosen knob. All right, so we're gonna, so this is, basically this is a crankshaft, a drive shaft that's gonna make sure that each side of this desk, right, as you adjust it, it all goes up at the same speed. So we're gonna loosen this up. Appears to be loose, I think. Okay, that's loose. Okay, there we go. Check. Until the right, we're going to turn this clockwise. Right leg is in the lowest position. Oh, okay, got it. Got it. We're going to go. Okay. Seems pretty straightforward. We're going to make sure this is level too, by the way. So what, kind of hard to see here, but they've got a spot where I'm basically connecting the crankshaft over here, and then I am just lining it up over here the best that I can. There we go. So that is in now. Now I just need to, here's the little guy out here. Just add the set screw in here now. We might. I do want to check to see if this is level before I go too far. Let me do. Well, no, I think that's good. I'm gonna follow the directions, not overthink it, because I can level it off. So this guy's got to be retightened back up, I'm sure. So yeah, it's making some good headway here. Okay, everything's in there. It looks like we're set. Okay, so we're gonna tighten that guy up. Tighten this guy up. Should be good. There we go. Okay. There's that. Next on the list. All right, so next on the list, they want me to put these boards together. I can do that with some dowels. I got all sorts of skills when it comes to that. That I can do. Never fear. Okay. See if you guys can see me right here. Yep. All right. So here's these. They're amazingly. So So here's the holes. Yep. So I just want to make sure these are on the right side. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dowels right here. One. Didn't give me any glue. That's interesting. Normally there's glue with this, but I don't think I'm going to need it because they've also got some other braces. They've got some other stuff I'm going to be using to connect everything. Cool. There's that. Okay, next up is this and a metric ton of these right here. And I gotta change this out. Now, this is just my cheap set, like my cheap toolkit that I bought for the office here. You know, let's say anything, I'm setting up this office, so I want to make sure that I have a toolkit here to work on anything that happens to come up. I don't like to, you know, I don't want to have any of my stuff, if the best of my abilities, I want to make sure that the office is 100% self-sufficient. That's the way I set up my businesses, where they don't necessarily need me or my stuff for help, right? That's the way it should be. And you want to have, when you have a business, you want it to be self-sufficient. So that's that piece. Now, up next, what we're doing is, actually, I might even just do this on here. I'm not too worried about, I'm not going to scratch anything up here, so you guys can see here. Yeah, cool. That looks all right. We are going to put all of the cross beams on now. They've got to secure this thing down. Now with this, it's super important, like I mentioned, make sure, right, because this is, we all know this is just particle board with laminate on there. So you want to make sure you have your clutch set to such a level that this is not going to strip, the screws are not going to strip anything out here, okay? Like, that's super important. So make sure that is a priority for you. Okay, there's two different types here. I've got these that go here, and then I've got another set of connectors on the end that have hooks. Okay, we just want enough there so I can get this started too. Okay, and again, we're doing this just enough to get them set, folks. We're not cranking down on anything. Do that towards the end here. Do not want to be cranking on this stuff, especially this wood it'll just strip out and it won't be good for anything. We don't want that. That's not what super. I think I am just going to do this one desk today though. And then tomorrow we will work on getting more desks done. Yeah, do more desks. The cabinets for sure. And then during the week, I think I'll set up the camera system. That's what I think. I want to get these desks in, get these rocking and rolling, in case I got anybody who wants to come through and look at it while I'm, you know, reserving properties here. Word's gonna get out that there's a new office space in, you know, available, and that should get people's attention. That's my 2 cents on that. Where are the hooks here? There they are. So they got these hooks that go on either side, which are nice. One of them be for, I think, the idea like on this, right? When they sit here like this, or if anybody's got their headphones, or they'll figure out whatever they want to do with this stuff here. So, but yeah, doing pretty good here today. Just working on this. It's a electric standing desk, right? So, and for my co-working space here, for those that are just joining, that's what we're working on today. I'm going to get this through the holes first. It just, I think this is probably just the smart plan here. It's got a lip on there. It's going to make these just a pain in the rear. So to get them started like this, I think is going to be the plan. Okay. There we go. Then we can place it down. Cool. And seat it accordingly. And as I mentioned, make sure anytime you're working with this particle board, make sure that you have the clutch on. Cannot overstate how important that is. I've got this clutch currently on this model set to 8. I don't know what that means. It goes to 20. It goes to 20. But this is more than tight enough for this stuff here. I can just tell you that. No issues here whatsoever with this going in at the spot. So again, a couple hooks on the ends here. This whole thing is going to be flipped over, dropped on the ground. Do that thing. I'll tell you what's really nice, cool is like my neighbors that I have as far as the building's over. So on this side, well, let me do this real quick here. Okay, anyways. What I have, my neighbors on this side, so I've got a pot shop next to me, and then next to that is a winery. Their little showroom that they have. And it's interesting to see, folks, who goes into which spot. And there's definitely an age difference, right? There is the seasoned citizens with a few more years on them. They are hitting up the pot shop pretty constantly, like it's their second home. Gen X is hanging out in the winery, for sure. Like they are just living up their best life there. So I don't see a lot of Gen X going into the pot shop. Now, beyond that, millennials are in the pot shop, and the Gen Z are for sure in pot shop. So it's really just Gen X is the main customer base for the wine shop. Everybody else goes to the pot shop to get their goodies. Just, casual noticing of those things. Also, today was first day of early voting in my state. So there's everybody was pouring into, like the line was pretty extensive to vote today. My wife and I, we drove by. I was like, I'm good. I was like, I don't need to go today. I'm not interested. Can go another time to that thing. Not interested at the moment. Okay, well, this guy goes here. So I need one more connector somewhere. Yeah, it's like I'm missing a wire somewhere, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It seems like I'm missing a wire. I hope not. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, this is it right here. Okay, got it. We're good. All good in the hood. Okay, so next on the list is I'm gonna connect this bad boy. The motor end is towards these ends. This here. All right, let me just double check the picture, right? We always want to look at pictures here. So I got the motor right here. It's towards that hole. And I got the motor here towards that hole. All right, we're in a good spot here. All right, I'm gonna move this back over so you guys can kind of keep an eye on what's going on here. So again, I finished up with my camera system, all the testing, and I had some extra time. So I figure I just lean forward a little bit and get these desks done. At least get started on them so I kind of know what I'm up against. So that's really where we're at here. Again, this is all for my co-working space that I know I had more screws in this. Where did they go? There they are. That's all for my co-working space that I'm building out here. And I'm putting these standing desks together. These are all going to go in these spots for my clients. So that's the idea. You know, this, I've got chairs are on the way, all the other goodies. So this is it's a fun time. I've been looking for a little over a year for a building that I could move into myself personally and then just rent out the extra space. And that's currently where I'm at. I've found this location. It's pretty much set up. It just needed to be updated a little bit. That's what we're doing. Getting the good stuff in here. You know, like all the lights were from the 80s, that type of stuff. So that is a piece of what's getting done here. Just getting the stuff updated. And I want to have these desks for my clients. By coming in here, they can just write me a check, move in same day, and have a property or have an office ready made. You know, that's the idea. They're gonna come in and rent office from me. I don't want anybody having to think, oh gosh, I'd like to get an office, but man, I can't afford the furniture. I can't do this. Come on in, we got you. You gotta pay, the rent is pretty straightforward, but it does come with furniture and basic office stuff, so you're ready to go. As it should. That's what you want to have. I should have 2 holes right. Look at this. We're almost done here, folks. We are cruising. This way. We are nearing dangerous speed at the moment. This is awesome. So I got this part done. So I can just go through here now, tighten everybody up. And we should be good. I should be able to piece the rest of these together tomorrow, no issue whatsoever. And then crank out we got these also storage, like little file cabinet storage things that are going to be here too. I got to put together. Oops. Okay, where's that? Got this guy here. This is the control panel. Drop this guy in here. Then I'll just be connecting, oops, my apex bit. Get this put together. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna connect this piece in here. So this is I've got all the connections done here. Now it's just a matter of getting this guy right there. We're going to flip her over carefully, of course. I'm gonna switch you guys around here a little bit so you can see the action. as I set this up. Excuse me. Sorry. I know. Professional operation here. Professional broadcasting going on. So, okay. Got this here. My wife, she helped me out a ton by getting this out of the box for me and everything's set up. So I really appreciate her help today. She was a champ. Now this is already first thing, that's backwards. Right? Pay attention, Ryan. Get this here. And I have no idea if this is where they're gonna want their desk at, but if I got my choice, I'm always gonna be right by a window, right? You wanna have that? So here's the control piece. I think we got these little things here first. Before we plug stuff in, let's go ahead and get these little cable hoozies, right? That you can, so you can pop the, oops, what's going on here? How did I find a way to break this already? I literally just touched it, go figure. I promise I'm not normally this way, but okay. The little cable covers here. Next we're gonna get into, so that worked. Those are there, cool. Let's go ahead and connect up the power. All right, got some electricity running through these things. Who here is excited? I bet you guys are just like, hey, side of the camera. Obviously give me a little, does this desk go up or not go up? We'll see. We're gonna test out a theory here. Theory being, if you follow the directions, will it work? That's my theory right now. Okay. Oh, things happened. Here we go. You guys ready? Fingers crossed. Oh, look at that. Holy moly. We're going up, folks. Man, look. We're going. I wonder how high this goes. Oh my goodness, look at this thing still going. Holy, like, how high? There we go. Okay. Look at that. Thing's all the way up here now. Like, right about there. It says 118. Right here. All right, and it's got these different settings. I don't know what they mean. Oh, I just learned. This one looks like it goes to 72. Let's see. We're gonna learn together here, folks. The power of the internet, right? This is what brings us all together. So that's 72, which would be, 1 second. Ugh. Right, working here, like, all right, we're working. Man, you know what? My back's starting to feel, well, like I'm 46. So it says it goes up here. So that's 86. I wonder what this means. I guess this is for maybe a little bit taller people. I don't know. And then 3, all the way up. If you're, obviously more than my 5'8 3/4" that I am, you want to be all the way up here. Cool. We are rocking on. It's pretty stable, no issues. You can adjust it. All the adjustments to make it look what you want. Cool. All right. Well, folks, that takes care of, I think, today's stream. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Hopefully I earned your subscription today. Hopefully, and again, if you've been watching, hopefully I get a like out of you. Again, I typically do business related things. Yeah, we're in my office space. I bought this building 2 weeks ago. We're turning it into a co-working space. And, I'll be on here when I'm working on stuff in here that I think maybe is worthwhile, be able to help people who are looking at buying a building, things of that nature. Maybe even building out a co-working space, who knows. But yeah, hang out here. If you like information about small business as well, or if you have questions about business, feel free to hit me up. Go ahead and hit me a message and go check me out at summitbusinessguides.com. If you like coffee, you like really cool coffee shops, check out stateinmaine.coffee. That's stateinmaine.coffee to see the coffee shop that we're putting here in rural Michigan. I think you'll like it. It's got a pretty good vibe to it. They're doing Lisa and Paul are doing a really good job with it. So with that, take care, and I will see you next time.